How about one last question?
Recently, a friend and I popped into a liquor store on our way to do some thrift shopping. Once inside, we noticed that they had a wine tasting table, and we decided to spend a few extra minutes tasting some wine. And that's when we noticed the number 7 on the table and looked around to see at least 6 other wine tasting tables scattered around the store. Y'all, each table had 6 wines available to sample, and everything else is free. My question is, what is the appropriate etiquette here? What, are we supposed to drink 42 wine samples? Or is there a more strategic and classy way to handle this offering? That's from Merlot's of Options.
What would you do, Griffin?
What I would do?
Yeah.
I would go around, I would smell all 42 of these little cups, and I mean huff them deep. And on the 42nd one, I would accidentally snort some up my nose, and I would start coughing and have to leave because I got embarrassed.
Okay, that's what Griffin would do. Justin, what would you do?
That's not. Let me say. That's not what I want to do.
That's just what would happen.
That's just what happened.
If I went, I would want to drink all of them because they were there. But then I would assume that I'd pick the first one up and another, like maybe a human being who worked there or a human being who knew the process better than me would say out loud, that's not what you're supposed to do. And I would melt into the floor.
Yeah, like Alex Mack, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know, I love one. I think maybe just pick one of the different varietals that you want to try, like just the cabs, and then just sample the cabs, and everyone will understand that. Say, I'm just looking for high test cabs.
Oh, yeah.
Just your best cabs. And then once you've tried them all, maybe you're kind of like, hey, listen, I've been thinking a lot about it. I think I'm more of a Chardonnay man now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to try your Chards, see how they're doing.
Yeah.
And then you could just go brand by brand, varietal by varietal.
That's cool, yeah. And then you can step outside and shit your pants, and I don't know that we should necessarily endorse that course of action.
No, I don't think binge drinking is a good... Do you see anything that's vaguely bucket shaped? Is there anything that looks like a bucket? Because that's supposed to be spit in that.
Yeah.
Supposed to be spitting in that. You're not supposed to be getting a day drunk going at the liquor store, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're supposed to, if you don't drink the right one, you turn old and turn into ash and bones and stuff.
Yes, that's probably true.
So that's important. You're going to have to mix 4 of them to solve a riddle. Like, Phil,
you got a 5-gallon jug and a 3-gallon jug.
Yes.
And a 175-gallon fish tank.
I mean, I would just go to the back of the store and grab a 6 or a Bud and say, like, this is my wine. And then I'd walk out of the store without paying.
I think maybe if I owned this liquor store, I would set this up with like 42 free samples of wine. And when someone walked through, I would be like, yes, it's all free. And it's 42 samples of wine. One of the 42 is poisoned.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Okay, but then statistically, if you want...
Less than nothing, that one.
If you want a bunch of free wine, cool, listen, that's fine. But you have to ask me about each one before you drink it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So if you don't ask about the one that's poison, then you're the asshole.
They'll tell you. Right. You could test all of them and be like, okay, I found my favorite one. And then fucking like Ellen comes out and she's like, this is a big social prank. They're all the same wine. And this is proof about how fucking fake America is. And then you're like, Ellen, your brand has changed a little bit. Maybe Griffin should have thought of somebody else to. And she's like, I know it's strange for me to put America and sort of their habits and beliefs on blast, but everybody's got their noses in their phones all the time, and everybody's taking pictures of their food on Instagram, and all this wine is the same. So now you're a dumb idiot, and
I'm going to dance.
I'm going to dance on out of the store, and you have to watch me.
I'm going to dance and pray for the destruction of America, which is a garbage country that I hate now. Take it from me, Ellen. I want to pray for your downfall. Your gods become dust under me, Ellen.
Also, Jennifer Lawrence is in this box. She's going to jump out and scare you, but why even bother?
Why even fucking bother?
Stay there, Jennifer.
America was a mistake. I'm Ellen DeGeneres. It's time to dance.
Happy Independence Day, everybody. This is...
the worm-filled carcass of liberty is He's my next guest and your guest for your and your grandchildren's lives.
Anyways, here's a kid who can yodel or whatever the fuck.
Here's a kid who can yodel about the downfall of imperialism.
And
Anyway.
our musical guest is, once again, for the 70th time in a row, it's Rise Against. Get out here, guys.